Hello and welcome to Other Half Gaming. I'm Dan, and today we're going to have a look at Tharsis. I've just bought this game. I've done a couple of playthroughs. I've unfortunately not been successful in completing the game yet. So, basically, it's a game where you have to travel to Mars. So let's start a new game. So these are the characters you start standard, and I think you unlock these as you complete the game. Which, as you can see, I've not done, because I've not unlocked anything. Okay, so it looks like I'm unlucky-ish. I've got a 27 on my first round. So this game does appeal to me because I am a tabletop role player, like Dungeons & Dragons, that sort of stuff. So the whole dice thing I quite like. It's got a reputation so far for being quite hard, even in normal mode. But to be honest, it's 10 rounds of game, so if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't last long, it wouldn't hold people's attention, and I wouldn't see the point in it. So, the idea is I've got to repair my ship, keep it going all the way to Mars. So all these people here are my crew. These white dots are the dice that they have. This bar up the left side is the sanity. The closer the bar gets to the top, obviously the more insane they become. And these are the health on the right side, the blocks. Each of them have a specialization and have perks, but we'll do that. I will cover that as we get there. So first of all, we're going to gain 1 damage at the end of this round if we don't fix the 10 over here. So I think to start with, I think I'll send my captain straight in there and see if we can get that fixed. Being 10 damage, we could potentially fix this. I quite like how it has the description of what's wrong with the ship. I think that's quite good. Now, the downside, sometimes there are effects. Stasis, so if I get a 2 or a 3 on my roll, I can't re-roll them. They're stuck as that, unless I have assists, which are up in this top corner. And obviously you use an assist to block an effect. There are more effects. I'll cover them as we find them. Food in top corner, which I will cover later as well. Ship health, as you can see up here, and the red bar means 1 damage will be done. So this class, as the captain, will get +1 die to crew in this module. So if there's more than 1 person in this module, both of them will gain the effect, but I need to put a dice that is equal to 5 or higher. Okay, so let's roll the dice to start with. Okay, so straight off I get a 2 and lock that dice out, but it uses the assist and removes that effect. So anyway, I've got 1 roll remaining, so I'm going to re-roll that. See, that is much better. I can clear this, I can repair this all in 1 roll. I will cover these other bits at the bottom here when I start using them. So as you can see, the red marker is now gone from the ship health. So I will devote these higher dice over to the 27, the cockpit, I guess. whatever you would call this module. Flight control, that would be the one. Okay, so let's roll some dice. Oh, I wish that stayed as 6. Okay, so that's locked down. I can't do anything with that. You'll see in a minute when I re-roll that that won't move. Oh, very good. 6. So this is the mechanic. If you've got 5 or higher and you put the dice in there, you'll gain 1 health to the ship. Over here, for this one, the flight control, you can see the effect there. I basically need to put 5 or higher in there. All the modules have different effects. The effects don't change from round to round. Okay, I will cover this. Research project down here. If you have any dice left over, you can put them into research project. And the numbers in the pink squares are equal to how many dice you have in here. And they all have different effects. If you don't like any of them, you can refresh and it costs you 1. Dice hold, any dice you don't use, you can put in there. But I think you do lose them at the end of the round. I think. So if you can put any of them in there, but you can only put 1 of each number in here in the research, then you may as well put them in there before the end of the round. Okay, so I still got 14 left to try get rid of, so I'm going to bring the doctor over, which has 3 dice. Now that's good. That's going to fix it. So we'll stick that over there. There we go. Fixed. So finish deployment on that character. And what I will do is I will take this character down to where the food's made, to the greenhouse, and I will roll, because if I get... Okay. I believe it requires... So hang on. Game food which can be used to replenish. Now I don't know if it's just I've got to allocate dice to it, or I've got to have the same numbers. No, so I need doubles of those things. So that dice is now stuck in there, unfortunately. So if I want to make more food, I need to add more 1s in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this 3 down here in research and start filling this up so I can use some of these, because some of them can be useful. For example, no movement damage, because if you move through an area that is damaged, you take damage, the character. Add dice and +1 to ship health. So they are useful. You can even get repair, so it repairs damage. So that is good. Okay. So now we have side projects. Side projects are interesting. They have usually a benefit and a flaw. So, for example, the mechanic and doctor will add 2 assists, but take 1 health off the ship. And the purple and green will +1 food, but -1 health to everyone, which we can sort of afford. It is only to those 2 because it says for us, so it'd be purple and green, which we can see is a lot of health. But as we'll probably find out later, health becomes important. So we'll go with that for now. As their sanity bar increases, so they get close to insane, some of their side projects get riskier or not beneficial or outweigh the benefits. So there you go, they took damage. But we've got some food. So, here we go. Now we've got to pick who we want to give the food to. Everyone's dice, every time you use a dice, or you use a roll, everyone's dice go down one. You can't go below one as far as I'm aware. I've not seen it do it yet. But dragging food will give you dice. So on this occasion, +3. Which will give to them two that were on 1. Okay, so what have we got to do now? It's not too bad. It's low, a low repair number, which is good. But it has a potential damage of 3 to our ship. Okay, so, well, seeing the captain's already here, we may as well use him. Okay, so, the Void. Void can be very annoying. So if I get 2, I lose the dice. I don't get to re-roll it. I can't reuse it. I can't even use it. If on this occasion a 2, I would re-roll. But if it was like Void was 6, I couldn't use it. It just takes the dice away. An injury is obvious. If I get the 4, I take damage. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we've managed to avoid taking damage this turn, and we are 1 off from completely fixing this ship. Now I'm very tempted to try re-roll that. I'm very tempted to re-roll that. I'm gonna have a go. Because if I can get 5 on one of those dice, I got exactly the same. So it looks like I was always meant to have 4. Because if I could have had a dice spare, I could have put it somewhere else. So we're going to have to get someone else over here to finish that. What I will do is move one of these smaller dice pools over. Because if I can keep all those 4 dice for the greenhouse, we might be able to get a bit of food. That's good, we've fixed this room. Okay, so let's get the last 2 dice person up here and finish this one off. Let's just hope we don't get 2 4s. That's it, done. So the 1 over there. Luckily we didn't lose the 2 because we had an assist. In which case we would have lost it because 2 was the Void. Okay, so we got 2. I could go for a patch on the ship, which I will not go for yet, because we can get other things. +1 dice to all, or 1 die to all crew is a lot more useful. And I will use this character to see if we can get some more food. So at the end of the round, it's cleared it all out. I need if I get 2 in this one roll, I'll at least use them. Okay, so there we go. Got 2 5s. Okay, so I will re-roll both of them, see if I can get another 5. Because I'll get 2 food if I can get another 5. Like that one. So now we get 2 food. As you can see, has appeared in the top right corner. So this 4 I'll just drag down here. Which has now allowed us to this one, no movement damage, which could be useful later on. Okay, so that was our first look at Tharsis. I hope you enjoyed it. I am enjoying it. I think so far this has been my best run yet. So I am looking forward to seeing to playing this more. I'm looking forward to actually eventually unlocking some characters. I will probably finish this walkthrough and upload. I will upload the rest of this run. Then I probably won't bother you with this game until I've unlocked some new characters, and I can show you what some of the other characters will bring to the game. Okay, so I hope you liked it. Please like, comment, and if you do like it that much, subscribe. And hope to see you all soon.